Tamron Hall has always made it clear that she lives life with no regrets. This includes her choice to wait to have children until she was in her late 40s. She said that she knew what she wanted. While it is unusual for many women to wait until late to start a family, it was the right move for her. She also talked about the miracle that saved her life. Here is what Tamron said about waiting to have children and the miracle that saved her life. Tamron Hall says she is happy she waited to have children. Tamron Hall didn't have her first child until she was 48. This happened in 2019 when she welcomed Moses with her husband, Stephen Greener. While it seems very late in life to start a family, Tamron said she has no regrets at all for waiting. I don't present myself as some kind of guru on the topic, but I truly believe that the timing is up to you. I think that there's no perfect time, Tamron 54 said Us Weekly. She continued, I think about what kind of mom I would have been at 27 or 37. That wasn't the journey that was meant for me. Tamron has a new children's book, Harlem Honey, The Adventures of a Curious Kid. The book features a young boy named Moses, inspired by her real-life son. He visits Harlem's most iconic spots and learns valuable lessons about the meaning of home. However, not only did Tamron Hall say that she waited the right amount of time to have a child, but her son was a miracle that saved her life. Tamron Hall said that her son was the miracle that saved her life. Often we think of us helping kids. We are giving them the tools to thrive, or we hope that we are. But my son truly saved my life, Tamron said. He gave me great perspective, Tamron explained. There are things that in my 20s and my 30s, I'd be spiraling over, but he's given me great perspective, not just about work, but what really matters in life. She admitted it sounds cliché. Tamron said that she has 2 stages in her life. She said that her womanhood and motherhood were very different things. She said she was a non-mother for 48 years, but things now are entirely different. With Moses and this journey with him, he really has enriched my life to the point where I feel guilty that, wow, you've given me so much. I hope that I can give you just a little of that in return, Tamron explained. She takes him with her on book signing tours. She had a nursery in her dressing room during the Tamron Hall show. I didn't want 1 minute of my life to be spent without him, she said. He's grown up on set, but he will say, Mom, when the people leave, I'll go in. What do you think about Tamron Hall and her experiences as a late-life mother? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Tamron Hall has never been one to conform to societal expectations, and her journey to motherhood is no exception. The Emmy-winning talk show host and journalist has always lived life on her own terms, and that includes her decision to have her first child, Moses, at the age of 48. In a candid conversation, Hall reflected on her unconventional path to motherhood, the profound impact her son has had on her life, and how he became the miracle that saved her. No perfect time, Tamron, on waiting to become a mother. In a world where women often face pressure to start families in their 20s or 30s, Hall's decision to wait until her late 40s was a deliberate and empowering choice. Speaking with Us Weekly, the 54-year-old host of the Tamron Hall show shared her perspective on timing and motherhood. I don't present myself as some kind of guru on the topic, but I truly believe that the timing is up to you. I think that there's no perfect time, Hall said. I think about what kind of mom I would have been at 27 or 37. That wasn't the journey that was meant for me. For Hall, waiting allowed her to establish her career, gain life experience, and enter motherhood with a sense of readiness she may not have had earlier. She emphasized that every woman's journey is unique, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach to starting a family. Moses, the miracle that changed everything. Hall's son, Moses, born in 2019, was more than just a long-awaited blessing. He was a lifesaver in ways she never anticipated. The journalist opened up about how motherhood reshaped her perspective and gave her a renewed sense of purpose. Often we think of us helping kids. We are giving them the tools to thrive, or we hope that we are, but my son truly saved my life, she revealed. She admitted that before becoming a mother, she would sometimes spiral over challenges, particularly in her career, but Moses brought clarity and balance to her life. He gave me great perspective, Hall explained. There are things that in my 20s and my 30s I'd be spiraling over, but he's given me great perspective not just about work, but what really matters in life. 2 phases of life: womanhood versus motherhood. Hall described her life in 2 distinct chapters: her years as a non-mother and her current role for 48 years. But things now are entirely different, she said. With Moses and this journey with him, he really has enriched my life to the point where I feel guilty that, wow, you've given me so much. I hope that I can give you just a little of that in return. Her love for Moses is evident in how she integrates him into her daily life. From setting up a nursery in her dressing room during the Tamron Hall show to bringing him along on book tours, Hall ensures that her son remains a central part of her world. I didn't want 1 minute of my life to be spent without him, she shared. He's grown up on set, but he will say, "Mom, when the people leave, I'll go in." Inspiring others through her story, Hall's journey resonates with many women who may feel societal pressure about age and motherhood. By sharing her story, she challenges the notion that there's an expiration date on becoming a parent. Her new children's book, Harlem Honey: The Adventures of a Curious Kid, is even inspired by Moses. The story follows a young boy exploring Harlem's iconic landmarks, reflecting the curiosity and joy her son brings into her life. Fans react to Tamron's honesty. Hall's openness about her experiences has sparked conversations among fans. Many applaud her for normalizing later-in-life motherhood and emphasizing that family planning is deeply personal. Tamron's story is so refreshing, one fan commented. It's a reminder that motherhood doesn't have a deadline. Others relate to the transformative power of parenthood. Her words about her son saving her life hit home, another wrote. Kids really do change everything in the best way. Final thoughts: a journey without regrets. Tamron Hall's story is one of patience, self-awareness, and gratitude. She has no regrets about waiting to become a mother, and her son has brought immeasurable joy and perspective into her life. For women grappling with societal expectations around motherhood, Hall's message is clear: there is no perfect timeline, only the one that's right for you. What do you think about Tamron Hall's journey into motherhood later in life? Do her experiences resonate with you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Tamron Hall on motherhood, miracles, and defying societal expectations. A deep dive into her inspiring journey. At 48 years old, when many women are preparing to send their children off to college, Tamron Hall was just beginning her motherhood journey. The award-winning journalist and talk show host welcomed her son Moses in 2019 with her husband, music executive Stephen Greener, in what she describes as a divinely timed miracle that not only fulfilled her dreams of parenthood but quite literally saved her life. Breaking the biological clock myth. In an exclusive interview with Us Weekly, Hall dismantled the pervasive societal narrative that women must adhere to an arbitrary timeline for motherhood. I don't present myself as some kind of guru on the topic, but I truly believe that the timing is up to you, said the 54-year-old media personality. There's this false construct that there's a perfect time or that your fertility has an expiration date stamp on it. That wasn't my truth. Hall's perspective challenges conventional wisdom about age and reproduction. While fertility does decline with age, advancements in reproductive medicine and changing social norms have made later-in-life motherhood more accessible. I think about what kind of mom I would have been at 27 or even 37, she reflected. The woman I was then couldn't have given Moses what I can give him now. That wasn't the journey meant for me. The life-saving miracle of motherhood. What makes Hall's story particularly poignant is her revelation that Moses didn't just complete her family, he saved her life. We always talk about how parents guide children, but my son rescued me in ways I never expected, she shared emotionally. The veteran journalist explained how motherhood fundamentally altered her perspective. In my 20s and 30s, I would spiral over career setbacks or trivial things. Moses grounded me. He taught me what really matters, not just about work, but about life itself. This transformative effect isn't just sentimental for Hall. It's been practically life-saving. While she hasn't disclosed specific details, she hints at dark periods before motherhood where she struggled with purpose. He gave me reason when I needed it most, she said cryptically, suggesting her son's arrival coincided with a personal crossroads. Two lives, before and after Moses. Hall divides her existence into distinct eras. There's the 48 years I spent as a non-mother, and then there's everything after Moses. They're completely different lifetimes. This bifurcation manifests in her daily life. During her show's production, Hall maintained a nursery in her dressing room. "I didn't want 1 minute of my life to be spent without him," she explained.